Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. My name is YoAdrian, and today we are going to be with Cedar Point Trucking. As you guys can see here, got this awesome freaking skin, like truck trailer combo skin. It actually looks pretty freaking cool, if I do say so myself. I actually do like the combo look. And this skin pack actually has a few different combinations, so you could do like blue, gray, black. I think there's a red one and then like a white one. And yeah, it actually does look pretty freaking phenomenal. Going to be using the default Peterbilt today, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll be using a default Peterbilt. But yeah, I got to say, it's a very nice looking truck. Very, very nice looking. And a very nice looking combo as well. I do enjoy it. We're currently out of, I think it's like Rexrod or something like that, Idaho. But we're actually down here in Jacksonville, Florida. Oh, you guys can't really see it, but let's go ahead and get into the map. We are actually out here in Jacksonville, Florida. Now, I do have the Coast to Coast mod in, so I ended up finally getting it to magically work. I don't know what I did, but I got it to actually work, which is phenomenal. So I'm very excited about that. So we now have this whole, like, southern coast to go through. All of this got, like, Colorado and Kansas and all that. And then we also have this whole area here in Montana to discover as well. So I'm very excited. And we kind of have, like, just like random cities kind of place. But yeah, I'm very excited to actually get into this and do this. This is very exciting, and I do have a lot of updates for you guys in this episode as well. So I do have quite a few updates to list about this game, any other game, and just kind of life updates in general. So let's go ahead and come out over here. Let's go ahead and make sure that all of our lights work and stuff. I'm going to actually turn the truck on first. Listen to that. Let's go ahead and pull her up a little bit. Oh, parking brake is engaged. Wasn't showing on the screen, so I didn't know if it was engaged or not. But yeah, you guys can see the interior. Got my cigarettes down there. Got a nice little air freshener with CB, and I got like a 6-pack of water back there. Nothing too fancy. Let's go ahead and make sure all these work. Boom. Boom. And then let's just go ahead and make sure the trailer brakes work as well, which it looks like they do. Perfecto. Alright. So like I said, we're heading out to Asheville today. Going to be hauling 41,314 pounds of packaged food. Actually, not Asheville, Myrtle Beach. I thought we were going to Asheville, but there was another one for Asheville. But we're going to the ABQ Cargo Center. So let's go ahead and get on out of here. We're actually here at the Walgreens in Jacksonville. So we're at the Walgreens, going to be picking up and taking it to ABQ. I'm not sure what ABQ is. I'm wondering if it's like a freight distribution center. I'm not sure. It said cargo center, so I'm wondering. I don't know. Unless it's like a lore friendly type thing for the game. I'm not 100% certain. We're going to make a left out of here. Alright, so like I said, we're making a left out of here. Here we go. So one thing I did want to mention beforehand is I ended up having to redo this entire game. So I unsubscribed from all my Steam Workshop mods and resubscribed to them, and I put every single mod back in just because I did not realize I had so many mods in this game, which was definitely the reason why it was causing like performance loss and stuff like that. So like you saw all the stuttering and stuff like that. That is the main reason why. Only because for some reason a couple weeks ago Steam was acting really goofy after like a maintenance update type deal, and it would not let me like log into ATS. Like I couldn't play any workshop mods. Even like newer mods saying they were incompatible and stuff like that. So I don't know exactly what happened. It was just kind of weird to me and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so I had to go through and redo all the game, or redo the entire mods, workshop mods and stuff like that. So I did find a couple new mods and stuff like that to put in and stuff like that. So here we are leaving Jacksonville. But yeah, so on a brand new game and everything, got new mods. Gonna be doing a lot of different like truck trailer skin combos as well coming up, so stay tuned for all of those. But guys, check out the Coast to Coast mod. It's actually very phenomenal. I was actually looking for newer stuff to do because I'm kind of getting tired of doing the regular states, but we're gonna be taking 95 to Charlotte and Savannah. But I was kind of getting tired of doing all the default SCS states and stuff like that. So I'm very excited to actually come in here and have the coast to coast mod working and stuff like that. So I'm very excited about that. And yeah. But before we go ahead and get into this video here, 2020 has been quite a year already. Even though we're just in the third week of February, it has been quite a year already for the most part. And of course, we haven't even started our journey yet and already have to pull in for an inspection. Motherfucker. I do apologize if you guys do hear some echoing in the video. That's because we currently moved into our new apartment, and the room that my gaming room is in is completely like almost empty. So I'm gonna try to do my best to edit out the echoing and stuff like that, but not sure how it's actually gonna play out and all that. So I do apologize for some of the echoing if you guys do hear it. I'm behind a text-to-code truck here. But yeah, it has been a crazy year so far already. Kayla and I actually got the keys to an apartment on Friday, so that was pretty awesome. So we started moving stuff in and everything. I'm actually really excited to have my own gaming room. But 77,866 pounds, which is not much. I mean, it's a lot, but it's decent. Let's go ahead and get back on the highway here. But yeah, we ended up getting the keys to our new apartment, ended up starting to move some like smaller stuff in and everything. Should have everything else moved in, like all the bigger stuff like the bed and the like the dresser and all that should be hopefully moved in by Sunday. So I'm very excited about that. I'm really excited to have my own gaming room. That's the main like thing I'm super excited for. I'm just gonna go up into this lane here. USA truck kind of screwed himself over. We got an extra leash trailer there, right away. Extra leash trailer over there. I've been seeing a lot of like the extra 25th anniversary trailers more than I see extra trailers. That's the funny thing. I didn't think they made that many of them, but I guess they did. But yeah, so the apartments in the town where the Dollar General that I used to work at was. Welcome to Georgia. All right, we're in Georgia, Camden County. All right. Here we go. But yeah, I also ended up getting a new job that I start tomorrow actually. So I'm very excited about that as well. It's like a subdivision of Bell, like the bike accessories thing. I start on Wednesday. I start at $13.63 an hour. Full benefits and everything first day, which is awesome. And yeah, I ended up having to do a drug screening for that yesterday, which that was kind of fun. I was not expecting it to take as long as it did. I was in the waiting room for like almost like 45 minutes just to wait on it, which I wasn't expecting it to take that freaking long, but I guess it did. So I'm very excited about that as well. So things are actually looking up in 2020, but it's also been a wild ride at the beginning of the year as well. So I'm glad things are starting to look up for this year. So I'm very excited about that. Now the only downfall is I don't have internet for the time being, so streams are gonna have to be delayed. But look at that, we got two cops sitting in the median over here. That's pretty cool. That is awesome. I'm trying to catch some speeders. That's pretty cool. So one of the things about this mod is that they're actually using like props and assets from like the other states. So you will see like cops and stuff that are out of place. So you'll see like a Phoenix cop out in Florida and stuff like that because they don't actually have the vehicles, like the vehicle or textures in the game yet. So you'll see like Arizona and Florida and like Las Vegas and I don't know, Chicago or something like that. So that's because they're just like reusing assets and stuff like that. So I do apologize if that's something you guys are like have an issue with, like for realism wise, but that's something that's out of my hands. But yeah, I mean, look at this wooded area and stuff like that. That's actually pretty nice. I'm really happy that the coast to coast mod actually works for me right now, because it hadn't worked before, and I was kind of bummed out because I couldn't get it to work. Because anytime I tried to get it to work, it always crashed the game. So I'm very excited that it actually works now. Very excited. But yeah, a couple things that have actually happened to me. This was actually pretty much almost the last week in January to the first week in February. Was Verizon ended up screwing me over somehow. But my mom and I basically have the same phone plan, but we're on a different bill. And Jesus, the controller's glitching out on me real bad. But yeah, we have our own like separate bills and stuff. She has hers, I have mine. So what had happened was she ended up paying her bill. I ended up paying my portion of it. And a couple days later, I ended up getting a notification on my phone that I couldn't clear out, saying that that the data on my phone was limited because of due to service hours, or something like along those lines. Through trucks, use 2 right lanes. 10-4, big buddy, 10-4. So I'm like, I thought nothing of it. I thought maybe, okay, just Verizon's being stupid or whatever. And then I could still send and receive calls, so I wasn't too worried about it. But then the next day, my stepmom tried, like, reaching out to me, like, calling me or something, and supposedly it came up as restricted on her, which I don't understand how. So she contacted me on Facebook, and she's like, Adrian, did you block me? I'm like, no, why? She's like, because anytime I try to call you, it's restricted. It's just coming up as restricted. And I'm like, that's weird. So I ended up calling Kayla on Messenger and asked her to call me. Or not calling her, but messaging her, asking her to call me. And it came up restricted to her. Because we're coming into Chapman County right here. Tom Coleman Freeway. All right. But yeah, here's a look at the sights of Georgia here for you guys. But as you guys take a look while I go and ramble on about my life. But yeah, it said restricted, so I'm like, this ain't good. So I ended up having to re-download Skype on my computer. Now, I hated using Skype back in the day because I had to use it with an old ex that used to live out in Utah. But I hated Skype, and I had to re-download the damn thing just to contact Verizon. And I'm like, that's a pain in the fucking ass. Because I couldn't use my phone, and my dad wasn't home, so I was like, had to do the next best thing is download Skype. So luckily we ended up getting it resolved. But supposedly what had happened was that somehow the payment that I made got credited onto my mom's bill. And I'm sitting there thinking, how do y'all screw up that bad as to where my phone plan or my phone bill got pushed onto hers? Like, how do you guys screw up that bad? Because, like, what if my, like, phone was my lifeline? Like, it was my business. Like, I had clients and I had to call clients and stuff like that. And you guys are going to sit there and shut it off because y'all screwed up? Like, that's the stupidest thing ever. Like, that was horrible. That was definitely horrible. Now, here's the first week in February coming up, too. That was basically the funnest thing in January. But the most thing that happened in February, well, actually, it was kind of January and February for the most part. But trying to get Kayla's deposit check from her old apartment. And, of course, we're merging into this lane. Of course. But, so we ended up moving out on December 1st. So we let them know a month in advance. We actually let them know on the 23rd of November, saying that we'd be out by the 23rd of December. Welcome to South Carolina. Alright, here we go. Mark Coast Memorial Freeway. That's actually kind of cool. People of SC welcome you. That's awesome. That's a pretty cool, like, asset to the game. That's pretty cool with the flags and everything. I like that. Mile marker number 5. So for any of you guys didn't know that mile markers actually start out at different states. So if, like, let's say you're on 74 or Interstate 74, and you go from Illinois to Indiana, your mile markers actually restart for anybody that doesn't know that. I know a lot of people do. I'm just kind of stating that some people don't know, as I didn't know about that until I started, like, you know, driving and stuff. So, but yeah, they do restart after every state. So, State Welcome Center, half a mile. But yeah, so we ended up letting them know on November 23rd that we were moving out and we'd be out by the 23rd. They basically said that you don't have to pay rent if you get out any sooner than that or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You have a month to get out. Okay, so that happened. So they call them, Kayla calls them again because she had a question for him, and they basically said that you had to be out by the 1st. This is another person, but he basically said you had to be out by the 1st in order not to pay rent. And I'm like, that's not what we were told. And he's like, well, that's what's going to happen. And this guy was actually a real dick. Nobody liked this guy. Not even the people he worked with liked him. So yeah, he said we have to be out by the 1st or we'd have to pay rent. So rent supposedly is going up there significantly. It's supposed to be $5.95 a month for 1-bedroom apartment. Can't get Wi-Fi or cable. And it's basically like an income-based apartment. So I'm like, your base rate is going to be $5.95, but it's going to be 30% of your income for the most part. And I'm like, that's kind of high for someone who doesn't have money for the most part, for paying $600 for a 1-bedroom apartment. Which you can't even get Wi-Fi. You can't really even drink out in the courtyard. You can't have a barbecue. You can't have nothing. Which I said was stupid. I thought it was really, really stupid. But yeah, but here we are, 1 week to pack everything up for the most part and get the hell out of there. Luckily, we did end up doing it by the 1st, and that's because I ended up having to do that with Dollar General for the most part. Having to leave them and stuff like that, quitting them. So we all got moved out. We let them know, and they said that her deposit would hit by December 1st. Or not December 1st, January 1st. Which didn't happen. since, you know, it was going to take them a month to get out of the system, and we're going to pull in for another inspection, really. That's stupid. But yeah, I'm like, that makes sense. And then check never came. She called them, and they said that she needed to actually fill out paperwork from the move. And I'm like, they didn't tell us this when we were moving out, that we had to fill out paperwork. Like, you would think that that's something they would actually tell us. And this is the same guy that nobody likes that told her this. So he's kind of dicking her around. So basically, her not filling out the paperwork kind of delayed her getting her check and stuff like that. So at this point, we were pretty pissed. Or she was pretty pissed for the most part. And she didn't end up getting her check until February 4th. But they kept telling her that it was in the mail, and that she'd get it. And then basically blaming the post office that she didn't get it and stuff like that when they never actually sent it out. So February rolls around, still nothing. We end up, or not February, but last week in January rolls around. Still nothing. So she ends up going to the office like they told her to if she didn't get it by a certain date. I think it was like the 28th or something like that. So she ended up going there, and then, yeah, so 77,660 pounds. Here we go. And we ended up going there and stuff like that. So they told her that the person that she was trying to reach ain't there, and that they tried calling her and stuff, and she said that if she doesn't get the check by next week to come back in. I'm like, are you kidding me? They're basically just dicking us around for the most part. And finally, February 4th, we ended up getting it, which was also a pain in the ass because we came in there, supposedly they were all on lunch, so we had to come back and stuff like that. So it was a fun time. So Kayla ended up having to call off work that day just to do that wild goose chase. And then the next day, it started snowing at night. We got about 7 inches of snow and stuff like that. So I was like, that's great. So she ended up calling off again on Thursday because of the snow and the ice and all that. So that was pretty fun. Not really, but that was pretty fun. And yeah, and I say fun pretty sarcastically. But for the most part, 2020 has been a hell of a ride. For the most part. But things are looking up, knock on wood, and I'm very excited. So I'm very excited to see where 2020 in the future takes us. But we got about 113 miles left to go in this journey up to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I actually did a run from Jacksonville up to Wilmington earlier, and I was trying to edit out my audio in like the Reaper audio, trying to get like the background noise and stuff out of the picture, like the echoing and stuff. And for some reason, Reaper screwed up the whole file, and I couldn't get it back. And it was mostly my part. I forgot to save, so I'm kind of pissed off at myself about it. But yeah, it ended up screwing up and corrupting my file while it was trying to render into getting rid of the background noise. So it basically screwed that up. So I'm back here, went from Jacksonville up to Janesville. Why the hell did you do that? I don't understand. He went from the left lane back to the right lane and back to the left lane. That doesn't make any sense. That really does not make any sense. So yeah, I did the recording up to Wilmington, North Carolina, and then it just, yeah, so I have to redo this whole thing with the truck trailer combo and all that fun stuff. So I'm actually going to stop here for a screenshot. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so that was a really nice looking thumbnail, honestly. I do like the look of it. So I feel like what I do a lot of the times is I actually just do thumbnails from like the depots and the warehouses that I pick up at. So I'm going to try to remember to start doing thumbnails off of the roadway and stuff, like on the highways and everything, so it's not like the same thumbnail over and over and over again. That's just something that I end up doing a lot. But I do end up, like, when I go driving and stuff like that, I do like to look at all, like, the different trucks on the road and try to get ideas for, like, different combos and stuff. And two of the combos I was actually looking at yesterday on the highway while I was trying to run some errands. But here we are at Myrtle Beach. I don't think we're getting off here. No, we're not. I like Martin's combo, like the Martin Trucking Company. I like their combo. And there's another company, it's called Martin Keller. And I actually like their combo as well, because it's like a nice lime green to it. So I'm hoping that I can actually find some textures of that in game and whatnot and do something along with that, because that'd be pretty cool. Everything. Let's go ahead and set our cruise right here, because I don't know where we're getting off at. Got about 67 miles to go. One thing I also did see up close and personal while I was trying to get food up here at the Hardee's was it was a nice international Lone Star truck. It had a nice like blue color to it, and it was very phenomenal looking. It was my actually first time seeing a Lone Star like close up and personal for the most part, because I usually see them like driving by on the highway. but it was my first time actually seeing them out on the, like, up close and personal. I gotta say, it's a nice looking truck. I don't see why everyone hates on it, but in my opinion, it's a very, very, very nice looking truck. I actually do like the look of it. Like, I know a lot of people don't and stuff like that, and that's just your guys' opinion, but personally, I do like the look of it. It's different, and it just, I don't know, I just like the look of it because it's different. That's like my main thing with it. So we're going to be coming up to an accident scene here, it looks like. Ooh, that's not good. Rear-ended. Oh, shit. Ouch. Ooh, 3 cars. Fuck. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the video, do make sure you hit that like button, as well as hit that subscribe button with the bell icon as well. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. If you guys do want to see any different, like, truck trailer combos, do let me know down in the comments below of, like, what company it is and what trucks you think I should put it on, as long as they're freeware trucks. I'm only doing freeware trucks for the most part now. Since we did just get an apartment also, it's just gonna be freeware trucks for the most part. So if you guys do have any truck trailer combos you guys want to see in the game, let me know down in the comments below. It could be like an actual combo like we're doing now, or it could just be a separate trailer, like a flatbed with a different load or something like that. So I do have a couple different things planned with, like, different trucks and all that fun stuff. So stay tuned for all that. I've got, like, different trucks from, like, the workshop and the whatchamacallit, like atsmods.com, and even the SCS forums has a couple different, like, modded trucks in there that I'm planning on using here soon. So stay tuned for all of that. Looks like we're actually getting over here into Florence. I'm confused. I thought we were going to Myrtle Beach. Oh, okay. I see now. So we have to backtrack for the most part. I see. So we have discovered Florence. Got a nice little BNSF intermodal train going on over there. Possibly a local, since it's got the 1SD40-2. But yeah, look at that. It got, like, nice houses over there and stuff like that. It looks pretty freaking phenomenal. The Coast to Coast mod is an actual, like, great mod to have. I really do enjoy it, or I have been enjoying it for the most part of what I've played on it. Haven't played much on it, just that one, like, test video, not test video, but the one video I tried doing that I was talking about where my audio got corrupted. But it's a very nice mod. I'm so happy that I actually have it in. And SCS was actually teasing out Idaho. They threw in some more screenshots of Idaho on their Twitter page, Twitter page and stuff like that. So I'm very looking forward to Idaho as well. And that's going to be something that we're going to be rolling with once it comes out. We'll definitely be streaming it. So hopefully I'll be getting internet by the end of next week or so and stuff, so I'm hoping on that. I have to cut this guy off. I apologize, man. I didn't want to, but I had to. There we go. Why is it having me do this just to get back on the highway? That's stupid. Man. I don't see why it has me do that just to get back on the highway. That's kind of dumb, in my opinion. That is stupidly dumb. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. Alright, so we'll head straight back out into here. There's that intermodal train right there. Looks pretty nice. But yeah, so today we're going to be doing the Peterbilt. We're going to be doing something else next time. For what I want to try to do in the future is, so like, let's say I'm doing a Peterbilt today. The next time I'm going to do something different, so like a Kenworth. Oh, you kidding me? I wasn't even speeding. I was going 35 and a 45, you asshole. You're a dick. You know that? You're a dick. And notice how that says State Trooper, even though it's not really a State Trooper. But yeah, for the most part, I'm going to be doing, like, let's say I do Peterbilt now, it's going to be Kenworth next time, and then the next time after that will be like a Volvo or International or something like that. So it's going to throw some variety in there. It's not going to be like the same maker every single time or every single video. So I do have some special trucks planned from a maker that I've never even heard of coming up soon. Okay. I was screwing up on that. I didn't okay, yeah, we're just going to stay in this lane, I guess. Stay behind this guy. I didn't see that Crown Victoria until the last second. There's a nice looking Caprice right there. Look at that thing. That looks phenomenal. I didn't see that State Trooper or that Crown Victoria over there. But yeah, as you guys can see here, it says police, and then on the rear it says State Trooper. But it also says sheriff and all that fun stuff on the badge. So I'm wondering if it was like a skin that he actually just like made, just to kind of do a placeholder or something like that. I feel like that's what it is like a placeholder skin. Because you see it says State Trooper, but then it says sheriff, and then it also says police. So, a little tow truck right there. I've never seen a tow truck in this game. That's new. So right now we're leaving Florence, heading towards Myrtle Beach once again. Have to backtrack. For some unknown reason. I don't know why we couldn't just get off at the exit. Unless the exit doesn't go to this spot that we're supposed to be going to, so I'm not sure. But yeah, like I said, I do apologize for not being able to do any more streaming for a while until we get internet and stuff like that. So I know that's been something that I've been wanting to do, and now hopefully this is the last time I have to actually make that announcement where I don't have to, where I'm not going to be able to stream anymore. So I'm hoping this is the last time I end up making an announcement like that. So I'm hoping, but no promises on that one. Only because I don't know what Kayla has planned, because supposedly it's her idea, it's up to her whenever I do YouTube, which to me I think is bullshit, but yeah. So I'll definitely be doing some more streams here upcoming soon. Looks like we're actually dropping off on the left over here, so let's go ahead and get in the left lane, but I can't tell because the Myrtle Beach is in the way. So okay, so yeah, we are dropping off on the left, which is awesome. Start slowing down here, but Myrtle Beach has been discovered, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Little welcome board right there too, looks pretty awesome actually. Myrtle Beach welcomes you. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, so we got a green light here. RNL 28 footer right there. Not surprised he's not doing the doubles. Really surprised he ain't doing the doubles. Got an IHOP now open. Nice. That's where I'm gonna be going to eat once this load is done. Alright. I gotta say, it looks phenomenal. Here's the Walmart, 50% off. So we're gonna be taking a left over here. They got some paragliders over there. That's pretty cool. Parachuters, or I meant paragliders, parachuters. That's awesome. We got Tesla dealership over here. Got a weird looking hot dog over there, hot dog stand. We're not going to the Tesla, are we? No, we're going to the UPS. Oh, we got an Aaron's over here. That's awesome. They misspelled it though, but it's Aaron's. Alright, where do they want this thing? Back over there. Okay, we got some wooden pallets over there. A Staples trailer. JB Hunt, General Mills. Cascade Farms, and then a BHP Pavilion. Some wood over there, and then we have a Boeing. Alright. We're going to have to go ahead and blindside this one, unfortunately. But one thing I did want to forgot to mention though is yesterday I did seeing a 2 different Celadon trailers, so I'm wondering if they're not actually bankrupt, because I saw 2 different ones on the road, which I thought was weird since they were bankrupt. We're actually going to go ahead and do a U-turn because I don't want to be blindsiding this one, so we'll actually just go ahead and flip it around instead out over here in front of this Boeing 53 footer. We hit something. Oh, we hit a curb. That's fine. Alright, here we go. Alright, so now Cedar Point Trucking joins the mix of these different random trucks we got over here. We got a UPS delivery truck, and we got a load of cars. Not sure where the load of cars is going. Unless they were UPS'd out through like overseas and stuff, and UPS is just delivering them. I don't know. That's a new one on me. There's a Prius over there, and I don't like Priuses. Y'all know that. Alright, to make sure we don't hit. Now, we got enough leeway. We'll be fine. We'll make sure we don't hit that other trailer as well, which we did. Alright. There we go. Alright. It's going to be a definitely with that UPS truck in the way. There we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There we go. Don't want to hit the UPS truck either, which looks like we were about to, which we didn't. So let's go ahead and pull forward a little bit. There's a Staples truck over there too. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. They might be waiting to come into here or something like that. Or he's trying to pull, maybe trying to figure out waiting for this load to drop off his other trailer. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. I just know about my load, and that's the only load I need to know about. They're processed food. They're processed food. Alright. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, do make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button with the bell icon. Greatly appreciate if you guys would. Do this final backing into here. Should be all good right now. Perfect. There we go. Neutral, park and brake, engine off. And let's go ahead and hit enter. So we got Excelente, 334 miles, 76.9 gallons of fuel, $16,633 with 762 XP. Alright guys, link for this truck and trailer combo will be down in the description below if you guys do want to check it out. And I will catch you guys here on the next video. Peace.